guys, it's Jessie and I'm feeling a little blue today. Not in a blue sitting alone crying mood, more like the color blue. I don't know what it is, but I have just been so in the mood to do colorful looks lately. I think it's after months and months of doing neutral, bronzy, nude lip, new looks. I'm just in the mood to go a little wild and crazy lately. Yeah, these aren't the most wearable looks, but I think it's fun to have a little fun every once in a while and do crazy things and not really care. So that's what we're gonna do today. So I'm gonna start by priming my face with my Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. Maybe if this wants to squeeze out of my little sample tube. There we go. I want a little extra hydration with my primer since that one is a little like flatter. So I'm gonna go in with the Guerlain one as well, because I think there's still some in here, yes. This is definitely a more like liquidy hydrating primer. Extra primed. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Dior Forever Skin. I actually haven't used this in a while. I'm on a mission to try and use my foundations and not just revert to the ones that I always use. My eyebrows are a mess right now. Thankfully, I'm going tomorrow to get them waxed. They're starting to look a little crazy. It's so funny because I get my eyebrows waxed every 5 weeks, like literally every single 5 weeks. And sometimes at 5 weeks, they haven't grown back in at all and I end up moving the appointment. And sometimes after like 3 weeks, I'm like, oh my God, when is that appointment? Why do my eyebrows have a mind of their own? Next, I'm gonna go in with my Tarte Shape Tape. I was feeling super chatty in my last video. Obviously, I'm such a blabbermouth sometimes. Today I'm not feeling like quite as chatty. I don't know, I feel like I got it all out in my last video. Like, what else do I have to talk about? Ooh. I'm going to contour a little bit just cause I've been watching RuPaul's Drag Race. And it makes me want to do crazy things. I'm still slightly underwhelmed by this season of RuPaul's Drag Race. Everyone was upset about Monique Hart getting sent home instead of the Vixen, but she didn't know the words to the song. Like, it's season 10 of RuPaul's Drag Race. You have to know the words to the song, otherwise you're going to go home. Valentina. I don't know, Monet Exchange is starting to grow on me. I really like Cameron Michaels. I still love Aquaria, but I still don't see any of them winning. Like, I don't know, even at this point in the show, like, who is going to win. Monet Exchange I really like, but I feel like she is very similar to Bob the Drag Queen, who won a couple seasons ago. And Aquaria I feel like is very similar to Violet Chachki, who won a couple of years ago. So, like, nobody stands out. Like, nobody is doing different things. I feel like it's all been done before. Does anyone else feel that way? And by anyone else, I mean the tens of people who will watch this video. I need someone to discuss Drag Race with. Next, I'm gonna set my face with my Charlotte Tilbury powder. I'm gonna do this the same way that I usually do it with my Armani powder, but I'm gonna test out this powder today. Had an issue in the past with this powder and setting my nose, but that was using a different brush, so maybe this brush will not have that problem. Because this is such a gorgeous powder too. Okay, I filled in my brows off camera. Now I'm ready to get started on my eyes. I'm going to start with my soft ochre paint pot. I'm going to do this again with my finger. I liked the way that that went on. Felt like it was a little smoother, a little evener. More even. gonna go for it all today. Blue, cut crease, glitter, let's do it. I'm gonna start with Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie as my base. And since I am gonna be doing a cut crease, my shadows are gonna be a little higher. So I'm gonna bring this one a little higher above my crease. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and get straight into that blue. I'm going to use the Morphe shade Aquatic Earth. I'm just gonna keep blending, 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 blending. I'm gonna pop over to my Juvia's Place Nubian 2 palette and pick up a little bit of the shade Cleopatra. Just wanna darken that up just a little bit. I'm gonna keep this mostly on, at first, on the outer corner, and then kind of blend it in. And I'm just going really slowly and really softly, just to make sure that everything is blended very nicely and in a manner that I am happy with. I'm gonna leave that like this for now. I'm gonna go in now and cut out the crease, and I'm taking my soft ochre paint pot again. I'm not gonna do the whole crease, I'm gonna do about halfway because I am gonna put shadow on the outside. So this doesn't need to be on my entire eyelid. For glitter on top of where I just cut that out, I'm going to use the Makeup Geek Pigment in the shade Prism. So I'm going to take a flat definer brush and spray it with some Fix Plus. And then go into that. I don't use these Makeup Geek pigments as much anymore, but every time I do, I'm like, damn, I love these so much. For the outer corner of my eye, I'm gonna go into Makeup Geek Blueberry. Just tap, tap, tapping. Tap, tap, tapping away. And then I'm gonna go back in with a little bit more Cleopatra on top of that. The Cleopatra is a much kind of darker, deeper blue, which is kind of what I'm going for, but I wanted to put the blueberry kind of as a base for this so that it'll look even darker because it's sitting on a darker shade. If that makes any sense. Then I'm just gonna go back in with a little bit more Peach Smoothie just to blend out those edges. For underneath my eyes, I'm going to take that same Peach Smoothie shade and run that in my lower lash line. And I'm going to use Cleopatra, and I'm just going to connect that at the end here and then blend that into my lower lashes. I'm going to leave the inner kind of third of my lower waterline blank because I'm going to go in with some more glitter later. Okay, I threw on some mascara and some eyeliner on my lower waterline. My mascara is looking a little plumpy today. What can you do? Next, like I mentioned before, I'm going to go in with some glitter. I'm going to use the Urban Decay Heavy Metal glitter in the shade Spandex. I should get a little bit. I haven't used this in a while. And I'm just going to run that right there. I think I'm going to take a little bit more of the glitter and put it in my inner corner on the upper part of my eye as well, just to bring a little of that glitter, a little more glitter into the look. For contour, I'm going to use my Elizabeth Mott Whatup Beaches bronzer. For highlighter, I'm going to use my Mary Lou Manizer again today. Okay, maybe a little bit of Anastasia on top of that. I'm also gonna use a little blush from my Morphe 9N palette. I think I'll use this shade today. For my lips, we're gonna keep this colorful vibe we've got going on. To line my lips, I'm gonna use the MAC eyeliner in the shade Hyacinth. And then over top of that, I'm going to use the NYX Cosmic Metals Lip Cream in the shade Electromagnetic. Don't believe I've ever used this before. Yeah, I haven't. It's completely clean. I have had this for a while. I'm not sure what made me pick up this shade. I just thought it was really different and cool. And then I haven't used it in months, so today's the day. Since the lips are a little bit of a like lighter and brighter shade of blue than what I've got going on in my eyes, I don't mind it, but I want to bring a little bit of like this color into my eyes. So I'm going to use the Morphe shade See Through My Eyes. And I'm just going to put that in the corners. Actually, I'm going to take a little bit of Makeup Geek Secret Garden as well. I'm trying to like match. There we go. Okay, and here's the finished look. Definitely a little out there, but this lipstick is actually really cool. It's super metallic, which I really like. Yeah, it's a little crazy with what's going on with the eyes, but I think if you did like a nuder, more basic eye look with just like a black wing and this, it could be kind of cool. Maybe not all the time, but definitely on like a special fun occasion. I don't know. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.